my god. My mic is
great color coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position. Just know your spot, sure don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You see that. On my hip is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do?
I wanna get this.
What I get? Lace up the shoes, chase W. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats leave it in the streets. Case on the news.
Right. So the jersey, I'm gonna change the jersey up. I'm gonna change to how the jersey looks. I like it like this.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My true they call it shield. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff your ass like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been guess what? Right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reels. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch the skirt, the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, your post, your pop, your practice. Pain driven, it's drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but dig deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My true they call it shield. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills.
Oh, Michael, oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm not good. So when I never thought when I go live that I would actually have to have tongue twisters just for me fucking up that bad. Anyway, what is everyone's plan today? Oh my god, I ain't fucking up that. You don't make a good civilian, eating shit, will be a GTA 5, ain't no one be I feel like people would fight you in GTA just to fight you. Like you sitting there on your phone.
It's a Super Bowl rematch twice over. It's the coach. This is week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, no Joe Montana, Ken Anderson, or even Boomer Esiason. But we've got a rematch of Super Bowl 16 and 23 between the San Francisco 49ers.
All right, Coach, it is a warm and pretty picturesque late summer afternoon at Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Bro, the car was barking down the street even though the dog was inside an airplane. I don't understand how that makes sense, but it does. Like, you know, me personally, I would have put the bunny inside the oven and let the dog go underground. But, you know, people have their own opinions, I guess.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It costs $200. My wig is more expensive than anyone's fit, 100%.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
I can't put on any song requests live, guys. I'm going live on YouTube.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Who has Bugatti in this now day and age?
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. Hodges. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hodges now. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
While the Bengals struggled in 2018, running back Joe Mixon certainly did not. Over 1,100 yards running the ball, caught 43 passes. Expect both of those numbers to continue to climb in his years in the NFL.
Open man is Uzama. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now Hodges on 1st down. Green brings it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. A look now at our starting defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run.
And they will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So now here are the 49ers under 3rd-year coach Kyle Shanahan. Orchestrating the offense, a man born back in 1990 in Pocatello, Idaho. That's Taysom Hill.
I can't see shit. I literally cannot sing, bro. If I sing, dogs and birds outside are going to start dying and coming together deep. I can't sing shit.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
Now it's Hill off the bootleg. He finds his tight end, Salek. A look there at the defensive starters for Cincinnati. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. A look at the numbers for Coleman in last week's game. 16 carries, 59 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Here's Coleman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He was a 3rd-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the 1st round, late in the 1st round. He ends up sliding to the 3rd. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Hill. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. To throw on 3rd down. Hill. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
Come on, set. 94.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Hill. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
What's up, person?
CD, you know, there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. Looking deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I only took off a couple fingers.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They will indeed go for it with Hodges. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's all up to the person.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Hill letting one go deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive. The big fella. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
This man is dirt slow.
Sometimes you're never quite sure there's actually scheme that got the ball blocked. But I know one thing. The special teams coach, he's going to take the pats on the back for it anyway.
It's always interesting to watch after the block, the scramble for the football. Nice job there. They kept their wherewithal, got it, able to return it.
And on that, he can take the pats on the back because once you get the block, everything that happens from there is really controlled chaos. And you try and control it through your practice, through your teaching, and understand. Expect to get the block, and once we do, this is how we respond.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. A toss play to Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They run for it with Mixon. And they'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, as time expires in the first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
But my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft, played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign, 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Reason why I say I'm technically.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill.
But.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense. Okay, you're not older than me, but you probably do look better. You probably do look better.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
We got
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they're really in sync right now.
Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Oh, shot!
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They'll run with Mixon. He's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. That's Jonah Williams, the 11th overall pick back in April. He was actually the first lineman taken. He's a guilty party. Now a toss play to Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
I'm on live on YouTube right now.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm nowhere near.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The rookie Hodges to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Hodges. Got his man, it's Eifert. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
And it's just up to 4 people. Oh, my God.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run it here with Bernard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Toss play. This is Anderson. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 31 yards there and a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Niners down by 9. And time, a huge factor. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Hill on first down. And he's going to keep it here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
If I remember correctly, this is going to be a cookout. It's going to be lit.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Hill. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
I promise you guys.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Why the fuck would you run for the ball?
Down there, but it's
Why the fuck did he run away from it? You can't catch that shit.
Defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. They can expect more passes like that downfield. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Hill now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they have them unable to do so on that play.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Hill. Lost the
oh, that's a fumble. Take that shit to the house. Take that shit to the house.
The 20, 10, 5, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
57 picks it up, starts hitting it all the way down to the end zone. That's how, bro. That's teamwork right there. Me personally, I wouldn't let the ball come in my hand. That's just me, though. That's just me, though.
And now the offense for the Bengals being called back out as they'll try to add on 2 more. Following the fumble recovery, Hodges toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Well, go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Come on, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, the most fun I had on the live was Thursday.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Because I never really
on first and 10, Hill. He finds McKinnon, complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Hill now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. Oh, shit. Open man is heard. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To the air again. Hill. Well, that's complete to Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Hill throwing once more.
Oh, yes. Come on.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hill now operating from the red zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hill. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. One last throw here for Hill. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Gold able to tack on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Oh, really? I know what you meant, by the way, but I was just saying bye-bye. I know people like go like this. I like to go like this.
So with a second to play, they essentially need a recovery and a run back. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
Hey, man, see me personally, I wouldn't take an L like that. But that wraps it up for this live, guys. I got to go head down to that preseason game of my Dolphins a little bit. You guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys in the next one. I know sure as hell I had a good ass game. Look at that shit. That's just amazing right there. Great snaps. Alright, Mark. I'll see you guys on TikTok live, YouTube live later. YouTube on the end of it. We're going to talk to you guys. I can. I'll see you. Listening to listen. As much as I support all you guys, I don't want to be sitting here talking about I like that game. I like to see what you guys are up to. Mainly because one, our talkiness on hurt hard. And second, somebody got an effort. Woo! Peace out.